I can happily say it has been years since I've had a bottle of bleach in my home. I used to think I needed it for those impossible stains or to keep my whites truly white. But once I started looking at my home through the lens of building biology, my thoughts on bleach really shifted. We're taught that strong, sharp smell means a home is clean and it's safe. In reality, that smell is a warning sign of a chemical reaction that could be going on in your lungs. As a building biology expert, I see the home as a living organism, and bleach is like a scorched earth policy for your indoor microbiome. Today I'm taking you behind the science of why I ditched bleach for my own home. I'm gonna show you high performance swaps that actually work and how to create a healthy disinfection protocol for your family. Welcome back. I'm Amanda. I'm a building biology practitioner and a healthy home expert. Today we're talking about bleach, and I think a lot of us keep a bottle of bleach around for a just in case or an emergency. But today I want to walk you through the science of what alternatives actually work for disinfecting and keeping your whites white and cleaning areas of your home. So in building biology, we look at homes as more than just a structure. It's a living organism that directly impacts your wellness. Now, most of us were raised with the idea that cleaning means killing every living thing on a surface. However, nature is naturally biodiverse, and our home really should be too. So when we use aggressive chemicals like bleach, we aren't just cleaning. We are fundamentally altering the biological balance of our living space. The goal of a healthy home isn't to create a clinical, dead environment, but instead to maintain a clean space that supports your immune system rather than constantly challenging it. So to start, let's talk about the science of what happens when you open that jug of bleach. It's a highly reactive oxidizer. So as soon as it hits the air or a surface, it starts reacting with organic matter, things like dust, things like hair and skin cells. This reaction produces harmful byproducts called VOCs. One of the most common byproducts is actually chloroform, and it's a known carcinogen. So because our modern homes are built to be airtight for energy efficiency, these toxic gases, they don't just disappear. They stay trapped in your breathing zone, creating a chemical fog that your family inhales long after the floors are dry. Here is this fascinating area of science, and it's called the hygiene hypothesis that I think every parent should know about. It actually suggests that our modern obsession with sterilization is actually contributing to the rise in chronic health issues. By using bleach to eliminate 100% of the microbes in our home, we're removing the natural training tools that a child's developing immune system actually needs. So when the immune system doesn't have enough natural bacteria to practice on, it can become hyperreactive to harmless things like pollen or pet dander. And this is why we see a correlation between heavy bleach use and increased rates of asthma and respiratory sensitivities in children. And the risks of bleach go way beyond just inhalation. Your skin is your body's largest organ, and it's incredibly absorbent. So when you wash your sheets or towels in bleach, chemical residues remain embedded in those fibers. Every night as you sleep, your skin is in direct contact with those residues, allowing them to enter your bloodstream. Bleach is also highly caustic. It physically degrades the surfaces in your home, and it can cause micro scarring in lung tissue if inhaled regularly. Another thing to consider is that many brands add synthetic fragrances to hide that chemical smell. So now you're introducing phthalates that can interfere with your thyroid and your reproductive health. So if you're looking for a high performance swap that does not compromise on safety, I always recommend Force of Nature. It uses a fascinating process called electrolysis to create hypochlorous acid. This is actually the same substance your own white blood cells produce to fight infection in your body. It's an EPA registered disinfectant that is just as effective as bleach at killing pathogens, but It's also gentle, so you can spray it on a baby's high chair and then walk away. There's no toxic fumes, there's no VOCs, and there's no need to rinse the surface afterwards. It is the perfect balance of science and safety for a busy household. So when it comes to laundry, we always are looking for something that will whiten without toxins. And if you're worried about your whites getting dingy without bleach, let me introduce you to sodium percarbonate, often called oxygen bleach. This is a mineral-based powder that, when mixed with water, releases oxygen to lift stains and brighten fabrics. So unlike chlorine, it doesn't weaken the fibers of your clothes or linens, meaning your favorite pieces will actually last much longer. One of my favorites to use is Molly Suds, or if you're a Branch Basics fan, they have an amazing product as well. These are both free from synthetic optical brighteners and fragrances, which are typically found in big box brands. You can even use these powders to scrub tile grout or to brighten up a stained rug, all without respiratory irritation. If you're navigating a home project right now, or you're trying to figure out if your home is actually safe, I know that it can feel really overwhelming. You might be guessing about invisible toxins or trying to figure out where a damp odor is coming from. It might even be trying to fix stagnant air in your home without a clear plan. In order to give families my dedicated attention, I take just 4 virtual one-on-one consultations a week to help you set up a clear plan for your home. We can look at your space together and come up with a science-backed plan and a step-by-step roadmap that leaves you feeling confident about your home. Simply click the link above or in the video description below to set up your one-on-one consultation with me so that we can walk through your home and create that plan together. Now, in the world of building biology, dry steam cleaning is honestly the gold standard. Systems like the Ladybug that I have shown here use very high temperature, low moisture steam to thermally disinfect surfaces. So because the heat is so intense, it kills pathogens almost instantly on contact. The best part is that it leaves absolutely zero chemical residue behind. It's especially effective for porous surfaces like grout or upholstery, where liquid cleaners might get trapped and contribute to mold growth. While it is an investment upfront, it is a one-time purchase that allows you to deep clean your entire home using nothing but tap water. Another alternative that's great for healthy homes is hydrogen peroxide. It's honestly one of the most underrated tools in a healthy house. Chemically, it's very similar to water, but that extra oxygen molecule makes it a really powerful oxidizer for germs. It's a fantastic way to sanitize cutting boards after you've handled raw meat, or you can even soak your toothbrush in it. There is one major rule, and that is that you must keep it in that dark brown bottle. Peroxide is extremely sensitive to light, so as soon as light hits it, the extra oxygen molecule escapes, and what you're left with is just plain water. So if your peroxide doesn't fizz when it touches a surface, it has likely lost its potency and it needs to be replaced. Now, for high traffic areas like your kitchen sink or your bathroom counters, I love the 2-step disinfection method. So first, you're going to spray the surface with plain white vinegar. This helps break down biofilms and grease. You want to wipe that away and then follow it up with a spray of 3% hydrogen peroxide. Science has actually shown that this 1-2 punch is incredibly effective at neutralizing foodborne pathogens. A very important safety note though, we do not mix these 2 liquids in the same spray bottle. Mixing them creates an acid, which is a really strong respiratory irritant. So you have to use them separately when you're using them. When they're separate, they're completely safe. It's a potent DIY alternative to harsh chemicals. And I think we often forget that we have a powerful disinfectant right outside our back door, and it is the sun. Ultraviolet rays are naturally germicidal and have been used for centuries to whiten linens. So if you have white clothes that have yellowed over time, or even plastic toys that need a refresh, you can actually set them outside in direct sunlight for a few hours. For stubborn organic stains like grass or berries, you can apply a little bit of fresh lemon juice first. The citric acid works with the UV rays to gently lift the pigment without damaging that fabric. Plus, clothes dried in the sun smell incredible without the need for synthetic, fragrance-heavy dryer sheets. Transitioning away from bleach does not have to be a super complicated process. Start by using high-quality cloths and plain water for your daily dusting and wiping. This physically removes the majority of germs. And then save your targeted disinfectants like Force of Nature or the peroxide method for high-touch spots like doorknobs or a fridge handle. And then finally, make the switch in your laundry room. This is probably the biggest one. We want to switch to that oxygen-based brightener. All of these small intentional changes will add up and lead to measurable improvement in your home's air quality, and it's going to give you the peace of mind that you are protecting your family's long-term health. I know it can feel overwhelming to navigate all the products on the market today, but I want you to remember that every small swap counts. You're now equipped with the science and the tools to move beyond bleach and create a home that truly supports your family's wellness. So if you're ready to take more steps to get rid of bleach in your own home, or you want links to the exact products that I have talked about here, you can click the link in the video description below, or I'll stick it above here, and it will bring you to this week's blog post, which has so much more information than I put in this video. It has links, it has studies that will really help you move out of using bleach in your own home. As always, thank you so much for being here. I hope you can take at least one swap from this week's video and apply it in your own space. Finally ditch that bottle of bleach. If you did find this video helpful, certainly give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel because I'm here every week where we cover a different topic and a different way that you can create a healthy home, one that actually supports your health and your wellness.